Hey, what's up? It's the normal playing guy, and a big whammy of Easy A's have just come out. Insane! They're all GT Saga, which is brilliant. We've got Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku. We've got Super Baby 2, right? That's absolutely amazing. That's one of my favorite units. And then like there's a Trunks, there's a Pan, but then we have these two Super Easy A's. Unbelievable. Um, when they had their initial Easy A's back in 2021, they were really, really good. And now we have a super easy A. Perhaps this is the best that they'll ever be. By now, probably everyone's got them rainbow. They're on every single anniversary banner. You can get them from the coin shop. You can get them as for a transfer of stones. It really isn't difficult to get these units anymore. So I'm going to say everyone's got them on rainbow. Now, quick question, quick one when it comes to this. So remember, super easy Ace. The only thing that changes is the passive. Super attack effects and the leader skills remain unchanged. It is more to do with the passives to keep them relevant. And at the end, we can touch on what it takes to do the super easy A. But otherwise, yes. So we'll start with Vegeta. So previously he had all of this. He did get defense, right? And he does raise his own attack. And so he built up, he became stronger as the turns went on, but he had all of his defense here, right? So now we're going to see that is a substantial difference, by the way. We go from what, 150% attack, 120% defense. We now have two key 200% stats. Very nice. It is. We will have a 220% lead as well. Launch an additional attack, 70% chance to super, which still gives you a bit of defense, so that's not too bad at all. Per super class ally in the same turn, you get 100%. So that's 200% attack and defense if you're having both, because this is per and then 10% damage reduction. So you can have 20% damage reduction and triple the stats, which is pretty good actually. That's really strong. Extreme class enemy, or when there is just another GT hero's ally in the same turn, which is pretty much how you'll run this person. All allies 40% defense and a guaranteed crit. So giving that huge defense is nice to them. No key, but then again, to be fair, these guys with the key links, such as prepare for battle, GT, and shocking speed, there's like 6 key here, so I really don't think you need it, so that's pretty good. And then guaranteed crits. But when you do super, you do get 100% on attack. Now that's how that's worded this way, but it will just be. So that means you now get greatly raised defense, 100% to attack. As the second or third attacker, you double the stats. That's insane. 100% to your stats just by being in slot 2 or 3. And when you get hit with a super attack, for the remainder of said turn, you'll get 100% defense. And then, but you also they've buffed it from, was it 30? They've buffed, so the any super attack has now been buffed 30 to 50. So that makes him a bit more relevant. Having a 50-50 chance to dodge that super is now a legitimate coin flip. Get lucky a few times, and they could really come in absolutely clutch. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Just look at these numbers: 200%. That'll be another 200%. And then you're going to have another 100% on top of that, for which you get 50% here. Man, this is insane. When you're talking about GT Hero Ally in the same turn, it's pretty easy. Something like this, when you're running a Vegeta family, would help. That actually, you could probably get away with this one as well. So again, there are some exceptional units for Vegeta. A bunch of these as well. Oh, this guy as well, that you could actually get in here. But most likely, the GT Heroes is absolutely going to be crushing it, right? Because it is just, I mean, you could say it's LR heavy, but really the King and Carry is the new Gogeta, right? But they're insanely fun. Yeah, but yeah, anyway. So these guys have the same easy A. We'll touch into it in a moment. Let's check out Goku. I'd imagine a lot of this is going to be highly the same. 2 key, 200%, okay. Okay, great chance of critting, period. Okay, so rather than having an additional super, this guy goes for crit. Yeah, same amount of damage reduction and attack per superclass ally in the turn. When there is an extreme class enemy or one other GT heroes, allies you get 40% attack and a guaranteed additional super attack versus this guy got crit. They've basically swapped the basic effect out with this, right? So they're all doing basically the same thing. When attacking with 12 or more key, you actually gain more attack. 100 for Vegeta, 150 for Goku. Interesting. When you receive an attack as the first or second attacker, you get 200% to defense. But that's when you receive an attack. That's not just slot 1. So you have to be, well, I suppose you could put it in slot 2. Fair enough. When you receive a super attack, you get the same sort of 100% defense. But this guy, same thing. It is basically a Carb Insane. The only real difference is he gets slightly more attack on super attack. His super attack effect, however, probably is spec for it because this guy he does get defense for over 6 turns, so he builds up defensively stronger. But he will be offensively better first off. They are basically going to be the same. Between them, they're going to be giving 40% attack and defense to all allies, so that's not too bad at all. But anyway, yeah, we'll just have a look now to see what the criteria is for the easy A. This is where I can edit this bit out now. Don't worry. I need to figure out. Oh yeah, it's this page. This page is rarely updated. The disambiguation. Love it. Extreme Z battle events. Super easy A's. I presume if it's been updated, it would have been updated for some. Not all. So I would have to scroll back a wee touch. Artificial life forms. Okay, so the easy A is the super easy A is going to be artificial life forms. Now, for super easy A, it's any existing easy A units will have the advantage. Trust me, you do not want to bring the non-easy A units in this. Top tier LR or not, you be damned. So you do your normal up to level 30 and then it will switch over and then you just do it at, I think the power levels roughly level 30 to 40. Well, at least it will be if you use relevant people. So we're talking easy A options. So what are your leads? Okay, well, we got Transforming Boo. We also have the LR Cell, who's Prime Battle free to play, which is not too bad. A much cheaper alternate is the Cell Juniors, and then we have also LR Baby, LR Super Baby, right? So any one of them is going to be applicable, only those four. When it comes to the roster, yeah, this guy, so he will be able to use him. He'll have a sub easy A you'll be able to do. So once you've rinsed them and got all these awakened, because there are a few actually for DB Saga, he would help fill in the blanks. You've also got yeah, Cell, who is Android Saga. Now, potentially you could also swing that for Android slash Cell Saga, because there's an easy A, there's another one, there's another one, and there might even be a few more cells around here. Oh, there will be. There's the LR Physical and LR Int. So you will be able to make a team out of androids as well. But you can also make it out of boos, like Buhon, Power Absorption. These two would also work hand in hand. If you choose him, you can't use this guy, bear in mind, but he will be offensively stronger. You probably appreciate it more. When you're talking power absorption, you probably are also touching like Baby and Sin and even a few cells. So it shouldn't be too difficult to make a team. So I think the real difficult bit will just be having them easy A. So there might be a fair bit of work to do for newer players, or if you just really haven't spent your time to flesh out your box, right? If you're only focusing on the top teams, so that could be the issue. But yes, existing easy A units will be needed with artificial life forms. But anyway, there we go. So, two cracking easy A's, but as I say, well, super easy A's, but I'll leave them to you what you think's better. Otherwise, they're pretty much a carbon copy. Right, I'll see you on the next one. Thanking you all, and bye bye.